The Fresh and Felicia Show.
Welcome to Make and Sip number 3. I'm so excited to be here today that I just want to throw my arm around like some other YouTuber that we watched last week, and I'm not sure why he does that. I think he's trying to hit something in the air. My name is Fresh. This is the lovely and talented Felicia.
I don't even know what to say. I'm trying to check sound.
We're doing a sound check to make sure I'm seeing we have upgraded our equipment 3 times in the last 3 weeks. And right now you should have a full HD signal with this Elgato craziness that we just bought. And it took me hours to figure out how to set it up. I tried every cable in the world, but I finally got it. So this should look pristine no matter where you're watching from. I have to tell you that this is originating from YouTube. So look at YouTube.com/ and then the @ this thing at Family Unit. And that's where we live. That's where our bread and butter happens.
That's right.
So you didn't subscribe. Most of the stuff's going to happen there. I don't know if we're making it to Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. There was outages. There's all kinds of weird stuff happening, but I know we are on YouTube. So let us know where you're watching us, where you're watching us from, and what kind of crafts you're into, what you'd like to see us do here on Make and Sip in future episodes. Again, my name is Fresh. This is Felicia. Felicia.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
What would you like to know?
I don't know. Go ahead.
All right.
What's your DNA, social security number? Go ahead.
I have a background in IT. I work for a defense contractor.
You're it? What's it?
IT.
What does that mean?
Information technology.
Oh, information.
You knew exactly what that meant.
Oh.
So I spent 30 plus years.
Wait a minute. So you started when you were 6?
Very, very young.
6 years old was the first one.
Very young.
Wow.
Yeah. And I retired from doing that.
Retired?
In 2022.
How old are you exactly?
That's not.
Go ahead.
No, I'm as old as you are. But that's not say that aloud.
We are literally 7 days apart.
It's literally same year.
Same
7
year.
days.
That's bizarre, isn't it?
That's crazy.
We could be siblings. Maybe adopted siblings.
No, let's not.
It could have been an error in the birth certificate.
Let's not go there.
Go ahead. So you worked in IT for 150 years.
Right. So I did that, and then I retired and joined you in the world of YouTube. I don't know.
What were you thinking?
So we started. We had the YouTube channel before I retired, but it wasn't something I was comfortable doing while I was still working for this defense contractor. So once I retired, we kind of just went all in. And then we opened our Etsy store, and it's just kind of gone from there.
I remember we started the YouTube channel, I think it was in 2019, right before the pandemic.
Right.
2018, 2019.
Yeah.
And we're doing like a video every 6 months. And you did this cricket t-shirt video, and we thought nothing. We posted it up there, and nothing will ever happen, right?
About it.
I had a bunch of other channels already running, already generating income, and suddenly it starts ramping up 100,000, 300,000. Before we knew it, it had 1.4 million views on YouTube.
I think it's at 1.5 now.
It's insane. Yeah, it kind of got aged out several years ago, but that's funny.
People are still watching that on a regular basis. Yeah, it's one of our few trending videos.
It's like, what's funny about that video is neither of our faces are in it. So maybe that should be telling us something.
Maybe.
So we should.
We've got somebody from Maui.
Maui bound. Hey, what time is it over there? Is it like 10 a.m.?
I mean, how cool is that?
Welcome, Hawaii. Welcome, everybody else. If you're watching us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and we're a couple other places too. I don't remember where.
I don't know where you have it all.
But we are broadcasting globally right now. This is live. And as you know, as you watch this the last 2 weeks, strange things happen. It is called Make and Sip. Right. So I give you a moment to grab your favorite beverage, whatever that is. Today, Felicia's going with water.
I'm going with water. Very thirsty.
I'm going with some high-end Carlo Rossi red wine. It's like red blend. It's just where they throw all the wasted wine that nobody else wants.
Paula says it's 11:03.
11:03, and it's morning out there. How are you guys doing? And Maui's went through some rough times over there. I've seen in the news they're starting to recover, but all our best wishes and hopes are with you guys. It's crazy.
We should do it live from Maui sometime.
We should. We've never been to Maui.
I've never been to Maui.
I've been to Kauai. Sure. We've been to Oahu. And the Big Island. We've never been to Maui. No. We keep talking about that. There's a cruise. We have a cruise channel called Lido Deck Diaries.
That's right.
On YouTube. And we go all around the world on different cruises, but we've never done that cruise around Hawaii. We should try that.
Wow,
So-
we have Liam all the way from West London in the UK.
West London's here.
Lovely.
Isn't your daughter in England right now?
No, she's not. She's in the airport waiting for her flight.
Oh, to go to England.
To go to England for a 2-week vacation.
We
a
will
holiday.
be-
A 2-week holiday.
We will be a holiday. Right?
Holiday.
We will be in London the end of June of this year
That's right.
for a couple
We'll
of
be-
days. We'll be in Paris.
You
We'll
have never been.
I've never been to Europe. Yeah, they
You've
don't let
never
me in.
been. I've been. I actually graduated high school in London, in
What?
England.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, about 30 miles outside of Oxford.
They don't let me out of anywhere. I might have house arrest. I have this thing on my ankle. It's really embarrassing. So finally, I'll be able to get out of the country and go to Iceland, Norway, Belgium. Where else?
Iceland,
Norway, Belgium,
Amsterdam, and then we land in Southampton.
Southampton, and then we do our little.
We're going to do a couple of days in London,
Mhm.
and then we're going to channel over to Paris and spend a couple of days over there too.
She got
I've
business. She got the business elite on the channel. This one here.
I've never been to
Yeah.
Paris.
I heard there's three
so-
levels, like the general population, the business upgrade, and then the super elite.
No, we're not.
We're in the middle.
We're in the middle.
Yeah, so
We're in
that's
the middle.
pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to do a live on this channel, well, on our other channels from London and Paris as
On the
well.
other channels from there. Yes, absolutely.
So hang out for that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button here. And again, the whole thing originates on YouTube. It's youtube.com/@familyunit. And that's where the whole thing originates. But welcome to everybody else watching us, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, wherever else you're coming from. So again, this is live, and hopefully you've grabbed your favorite beverage. We're not judging. I don't care what it is. It could be coffee, iced tea, water, Carlo Rossi.
I must have had too much salt in my diet yesterday because
Yeah.
I'm really thirsty today.
You're really thirsty. Take a drink. Take a drink. Go ahead. We'll wait.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
today we have this new machine. We literally just found out about this last Thursday.
How did we not know about this machine?
know, we
it
didn't
came
hear
out
it.
4 months ago.
You've been doing Brother embroidery and sewing for quite a while.
I have touched on Brother embroidery in the past.
So you wouldn't consider yourself a beginner, but maybe just a step above a beginner.
Maybe just a step above.
It's fun to play with, right?
It's so much fun to play with.
It's
I absolutely love it.
Not our business. We don't do this for a living. She
Mm-mm.
actually made me this lovely sweatshirt. Where's the camera? Over here. And this is embroidered. I think this is beautiful here. And we'll show you some of the stuff that she made just over the last couple of days with this machine. Now,
With this
this wasn't your first foray into embroidery.
No, I have had the Brother SE 1900 and the Brother
You had-
PE 800,
That's right.
as well as now the Brother SE 2000. The SE 2000 is actually a sewing machine and an embroidery machine, so it's got a lot of power behind it. It's a real nice machine.
Yeah, it's a neat machine. You've been able
Yeah.
to do a lot of cool stuff with it.
Yeah.
Now, this, again, just came out a few months ago. We just caught wind there was a live on it, wasn't there, on social media?
There was Brother Sews was doing a live to promote this as well as their sublimation printer,
Okay.
and we saw this. We chimed in on
We're
it.
like,
and
what is that?
"What?"
So we
So-
went and ordered it from Amazon, came the next day. I think it got here Thursday, late Thursday,
Late Friday. Yep.
late Friday. We
Mhm.
opened it on literally last Saturday, a few days
That's
ago.
right.
And you tore into it. We're able to, did you have any success with it?
We did have some success with it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
A couple of hang-ups that we will explain. And there's pros and cons to everything. So we're going to tell you the honest truth.
Right.
Brother did not, again, we purchased this with our own money.
That's right.
We are sponsored by many crafting companies, but Brother is
It's
not one of them because they're fools. We bought this with our own money so we can be brutally honest about this thing, so whether we love it or hate it.
So far,
It's kind of cool.
it's kind of cool.
I'm kind of a big
I'm
fan.
really
I love
leaning
Brother
towards the
stuff.
love side,
I'm
but
not lying.
I love creating this stuff.
Yeah. And you made that hat?
I made this hat. I've always wanted to, and I even have the hat hoop to do it on the SE 2000. I just never took the time to do it.
Mhm.
But we bought the smaller hoop.
So it comes with it. We'll tell you what this
Yeah.
thing comes with in a moment.
But we
It
got
comes with a
this-
4x4, and
Right. So I got the 3x3 hoop.
that
on
was
the side.
$80 for that separate hoop.
It's
Okay?
worth its weight in gold.
Yeah.
But I was able to make this hat first time ever. Actually got it centered nicely as
Nice.
well, and
Nice
about
work.
positioned where a normal hat would be, or
It looks
a purchase
perfect.
hat would be. I love this hat.
What's really funny is it's a Locklick hat.
It's a Locklick hat.
Thank you, Locklick. They're great. We're actually going to do a show on Locklick vinyl
Yeah.
cutting machines.
This
soon.
was a lot of fun.
That's
I
pretty
was like a little kid in a candy store. So
I
watching
know,
it
you were
stitch.
like
I was
so
so
giddy.
excited. I couldn't believe I was able to do this.
You're able to pull it
perfectly.
off your
Yeah.
first shot.
First
That was
shot.
amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead. High five.
Woo.
Okay, so we're going to talk about this thing today. The Brother, it's called this
Stop.
Skitch.
Stop.
Skitch. And there's a couple of letters and a number after that. Can you tell us what this is?
So
What's it officially called?
Officially called, it's the Brother Skitch PP1.
Wait, PP1.
1.
Isn't a number 1? Should it be 1 PP or it's PP1?
It's PP1.
Now, I did hear some rumors that Brother's thinking about coming out with another model of this called the what?
The Brother Skitch PP2.
No, it'd be Poopy 2, wouldn't it? It'd be a number 2.
Stop.
Imagine when that comes out. That was your joke. Did you get that? I'm going to let you
You're
digest
so
it. All right,
crazy.
time for another sip. And making sip. There we go. So tell me about this machine. How much is it, and what does it come with? Go ahead.
It's $500, and it comes with bobbin thread, the scissors, and little things that you need. There are no additional feet associated with this machine. The needle is super easy to change out.
Broke a needle already?
Already broke a needle.
Good.
That's okay.
No, good that you had that experience.
And it comes with a 4x4 magnetic hoop. Right? So basically, you're getting the machine and the hoop. Okay?
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
And it doesn't sew.
It does not sew.
It's not a sewing bee. There's no way you can fake this into sewing something. Okay.
No.
So just embroidery.
Just embroidery. Unless you were doing single stitch.
That'd be weird, right?
Could be weird. But it's a magnetic hoop, which I purchased a magnetic. The SE2000 does 5x7. That's the size hoop it has. This one is a 4x4.
So that's the max you can go is 4 inches by 4 inches, about 106 millimeters by 106 millimeters.
Wow.
Look, I do my research, people.
Okay, so the 5x7, I bought a magnetic hoop for it because it's just so much easier to hoop than having to twist it in and push the thing in. And it was anyway, the magnetic hoop on that one came with the hoop and then like 8 or 9 magnets you stick on it.
Oh.
This one, such an improvement. You just pop this right off. And it's strong. It's like pops right off. It is super, super strong.
It's neat.
And just pops right into the machine. Easy.
All right.
Easy.
Now, hoop is used for those of us who have never done embroidery. We'll talk about the pros and cons of embroidery in just a few minutes. But those of us who have never done embroidery, what does a hoop do?
A hoop allows you to add your material into it. I'll just use this for an example.
Okay.
So you take stabilizer that you put behind it, you give it a little backing, and then you put your material inside your hoop. You put this back on, and then you would put this in the machine, and this is what guides it to do the stitching.
Oh, okay. So it needs a hoop to kind of keep it taut.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Interesting.
So
See, I'm learning things.
We're actually going to do a project with this in a few minutes.
We are?
Yes.
Oh, we're going to sew something live?
Why not? Let's give it a try.
You're asking for trouble, aren't you?
I always ask for trouble.
So it only embroiders?
It only embroiders.
And why would somebody want to embroider over doing heat transfer vinyl or something else that we've shown on this program?
I mean, why not? I think that it looks very okay. Your shirt, your hoodie is embroidered, and mine is glitter HTV.
Okay.
Mine over time, it only lasts so many washes. They say say up to 50. Sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's not. But that's it. This is never going to go anywhere.
So longevity.
Longevity.
How about the colors in the threads? How long does that hang out?
Well, unless you bleach it, the colors should not change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, colors don't change on heat transfer vinyl either.
No, they don't.
All right. So they're color safe.
Yes.
Is that the right word?
Sure.
I don't know what that means. I just totally made it up, but I think I saw it on a Tide bottle once. This is color safe. And all right. So that's a great pro.
Yes.
Because longevity.
Yes.
Number 2, does it, like when you go to a golf club or a hotel or a restaurant or a doctor's office, do you see any heat transfer vinyl on their uniforms?
No, you see embroidery. It's very professional looking.
Always embroidered, right? So it's a level up, a little classier, right?
Right.
Do you think that's because of longevity or just it looks a little?
I think it just looks a little more professional.
Okay.
I think anyway.
All right.
To each his own opinion on that.
Right. How about the downsides to embroidery over heat transfer vinyl? We talked about these earlier. There's going to be a test. Number 1, you're limited to size.
Oh, that's right. We are.
Now there are some machines that'll do. What did you say? The Innovis by Brother does what?
One of the Brother Innovis machines will do 5x12.
That's pretty
and
big.
I'm sure there are larger, more expensive machines that will do even bigger sizes, but
the Brother Skitch PP1 only does 4x4 inches,
right,
or 100 centimeters by
right.
100 centimeters. So that's not really big. So if you want something really big, you're going to really have to spend a bunch of money to do it, aren't you?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So size is a limitation. And what's the other limitation?
Well, I don't remember. He throws things at
And
me
the
all
other
day.
one, I wrote the blog post. So the other one is time. It takes a long time to stitch these things out. I mean, when you go to do your vinyl cutting for heat transfer vinyl, you could have it done the whole thing in 15 minutes.
10 minutes easy.
Yeah. This thing's going to take, for something complicated, it could take up to, what, an hour?
Right. So I did an initial stitch of family unit, our logo, on a piece of flour sack towel that I cut. And this design itself, and his one on his shirt, took about 30 minutes. So
you have to change the thread
and you have to kind of babysit it, because you got to change the thread.
Yeah.
Not that you wouldn't walk away from HTV. I mean, you got to do stuff there too. But you change the color at every prompt. It stops in between colors, and you have to change it out. And
where with vinyl, you could just cut them all individually and just pop them all in there and heat them all on at once, right?
That's right. And then there would be the occasional needle break, which I did have in this one.
And you don't have vinyl breaks, do you? But you have blade breaks.
You can, and you have dull blades that have to be changed out. So yeah.
All right. So those are some pros and cons of embroidery, but I just think it looks a lot classier. I'm in love with this hoodie that you made for me. This is courtesy of Circle Clothing. They provided the hoodies and a bunch of t-shirts. So thank you to our friends at Circle Clothing for sponsoring the Family Unit Show. Again, if you're just joining us, we're going to talk about the Brother Skitch PP1. You see how I did that?
I see that.
Again, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Brother Skitch PP1. So, I just like to say PP1.
Since you opened it up right there.
Go ahead.
What is it you do?
Me?
Yeah. What is your background?
I just ride your coattail. You're making all this YouTube money. So I just like, hey, can I hang out with you? I'm the producer. I'm the guy off the camera. And that's why I wear sunglasses. Actually, I'm a professional boxer and a fighter. What is that thing called? Extreme fighting, ultimate fighting. Yeah, I'm a UFC fighter. I'm like,
stop.
Knocking people out.
Stop.
All right. I was a mobster and I spent 26 years in the can.
You have watched way too many Sopranos episodes.
Or Suits.
Oh, I love Suits. If you're not watching Suits, you should watch Suits.
I'm a multimedia producer, a man of the world. I have CDs out. I've written music. I've written over 200 songs. I've been in a couple of movies. I've been in some TV shows. And that's about it.
And what?
Oh, I'm a voiceover guy.
That's what I was waiting for.
Okay. And I'm a YouTuber too.
You do over 100 voices.
No, I don't.
You do. Give us one.
I can't.
Give us Ethel Rose.
You have to pay for that.
Give us Ethel Rose.
I can't do Ethel. I'll tell you what. On episode 4, I'll give you a couple. And maybe I'll sing on episode 5 if we last.
You told me earlier today you'd sing.
I said once we have 100,000 YouTube subscribers, I will sing. You didn't hear the fine speak.
I did not hear the fine speak. I was all excited to hear the singing.
Check my chat. What's going on there in YouTube? I'm going to check the other chat here, see if we have anything interesting. Let us know where you're watching from, what time it is, what's the weather like, what's going on. I'm going to look at the chat here because I can see things that you can't.
Oh, good.
I see the Blacka family. Evan says, sounds good. Hello, Evans. I see Paula from Maui. I see Evan saying 150 years. Oh, that was about me. I see West London, UK. Mahalo. Yeah. Oh, Maui no Ka'aui. Oh, nice. I see Evans again. I see Karen Wooden. Hey, Kay Wood. What's up? Evan says a fighter, and she's cracking up. Nice. Okay. Tell you what. I don't know. I get no respect around here.
We have somebody who joined us from South Carolina.
Carolina? I'm a cage fighter. That's right.
No.
Jabara Harper's here.
You're not a cage fighter.
I am a cage fider.
Oh,
why can't I see my whole chat here?
I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see all of this here.
Who's Jabara Harper? From South Carolina. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, I can show these. Look.
Jabara's been chatting with us on our YouTube videos. I recognize the picture. And so thank you very much. It's been great. We have a lot of fun on these videos. So
we do. It's cool. It's amazing people are watching. So I can actually show the chat here on the page. How cool is that, right?
Okay, there you go.
Isn't that weird?
That's
I've never
weird.
done that before.
Oh,
but my chat is gone. Oh, Here's the links to the materials that we're using. I don't know what happened there. And we are Amazon influencers and Amazon affiliates. So if you click and buy this thing, you see anything you like on any of these lives or our YouTube channel or our Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, we do get a slight little couple of pennies every time you buy something from Amazon, which helps support this channel and keeps us live on the air. So thank you for your support. We appreciate it.
That's right.
Yeah, it doesn't cost you any more to click an affiliate link. If anything else, sometimes it's safer. There's a dog. Sometimes it's actually safer to buy with an affiliate link.
Emma.
Oh, wait.
Stop.
Sometimes it's, are they waiting for us?
No.
Sometimes it's actually more safe to buy via an affiliate link because you get exactly where you're supposed to go. Whereas if you just click on some random link somebody gives you, you could end up with malware, even on Macs and PCs.
She just wants to be part of the show.
Dog, I'm about to put her on camera too. We'll have the Emma show. Yeah. Okay, so affiliate links, thank you again for your support. We appreciate that. Again, I'm Fresh. This is Felicia. We're talking about the Brother Skitch PP1. Let's get to the machine. Let's talk about this thing. Would you mind making something, actually doing a couple of projects with this?
Why don't I make something?
Can you do that?
I can.
All right, I'm
going
to
to try.
Move the camera, and I want to see I want to show people how easy it is to thread this. Now, there's one hang up with this machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Bluetooth connection.
Yeah, I have been losing my Bluetooth connection in between using it.
A lot of people are complaining about this, but it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. Basically,
I mean, it seems to be like a bug, but
it's an annoyance, really. All I do is go into my Bluetooth settings on my phone, forget the device for this, go back into the app and re-register it. It's easy. Okay. It didn't take any.
Can you actually show the whole process of doing that?
If you want,
I'd love to see that. Can you put that on the screen here?
You want me to actually go into my settings and everything?
Yeah, why not, right?
Okay,
there's nothing personal in there we shouldn't know about.
No,
right?
Whatever.
Oh, your last name.
Okay.
And when it goes back, will you be able to swipe out of that?
I hope so.
Who cares? We're all friends.
Real quick, this pillow that we had sitting in front of the machine is a pillow that we made actually on the SE 2000.
The Brother SE 2000.
It's a bigger, obviously, it's a much bigger design. Right, so we use the 5x7 machine.
Now it's important to know that you sewed and made that pillow too, right?
I actually sewed this pillow. I made an envelope pillow is what I think they call them, and then I embroidered on this side. Very cool. Okay.
That's adorable. Right. The stitching looks beautiful. Does the stitching look as good on this machine as it does on the 2000?
I think so.
Interesting.
Well, I haven't done anything that big, but from what I have done, this little fish looks great.
Yeah, it does look really good. We're also going to do other crafting things on this room. We're going to do a tour when she's ready of the craft room, go through all the drawers. And you don't want to do that, do you? Every drawer in your craft room.
We go through your drawers.
Oh, I don't care. Go ahead. All right. So let's go to, all right. So I'm going to go zoom into this screen now. Don't show anything personal here.
I need to get out of the way.
No, you're okay.
That better?
Right, so this is what she's looking at. Can you all see this at home?
Zoom a little bit more, maybe.
Little more?
Yeah.
I got to get that subscribe button in there.
That's okay.
All right. So that is her screen on her iPhone. Now you can only use the Brother PP1 with what devices?
Apple iPhones,
iPads, any iOS device,
iOS,
and Android devices, right? So you can't use this with a computer.
Right.
So a lot of people are like, hey, I like to use my computer. Right. So you can't do that with this machine. I think they've meant it to be portable.
Right. So right now on the screen at the top, you can see that this top line here, I'm connected to the machine successfully right now.
Who's Tina?
Now you want me to disconnect?
Is it connected?
It is working right now.
It is?
It is working.
Well, that's good.
But let's leave it. Okay. But basically, I come into my settings, and if it says unconnected, I simply go into it, forget device, and then go back into the app. Okay. This is what the app looks like. Okay, so that one big, let's back up this train for a second. Ahead. One of the big things about the Skitch is that there is no LCD screen on this machine. Everything is controlled through the Artspire app, okay? Where the Brother SE2000 that I have behind me has a 3.7 inch LCD screen where you can actually do onboard stuff. You can use Artspire, the app, with that machine as well, but the app is absolutely required with the Skitch.
I see.
Okay.
All right. So no way around that. You can't just use the machine by itself.
You cannot.
Understood.
So you simply can come in here and at the top, click on the top icon, And you can see that I am ready for transfer on my Brother PP1 down here at the bottom. Okay, right.
Can you guys all see that?
Right here, it tells me I'm connected and it's ready to go. So in the app, it gives you, there are two versions of the app. There's the standard version and the premium version. The premium version is a paid version, and I think it's $12.99 a month. And
there is a 30-day trial, which I think we're into.
There is a 30-day trial, and we are in that now. We went ahead and moved forward with that for the moment. But in here, you see these free embroidery designs. I'm just going to click on See All. And you can scroll through here, and you can see there's a lot of designs for you to choose from. There we go. There we go. So these are all the free embroidery designs that they have in the app. And this butterfly, I'm going to show this. There we go. I did just stitch the butterfly that you see in the background there as a practice. Right now, I'm just doing a lot of practice stuff. And you can come in here and you can find what you want. And we've picked one today since we're a make and sip show.
Sip time. Time for a sip break, isn't it?
Time for a sip break. I'm going to scroll down until I find the one that we want.
For those of you just joining us, we're going over the Brother Skitch, the embroidery, embroidery machine.
So we're going to do this. You had me at Merlot since we're a make and sip show today. All right. And so what's cool about the app is it shows you the size. It shows you how much time it's going to take to embroider. Right now it says it's going to take 6 minutes, and it actually gives you the stitch count. And it shows you what the thread colors are. All right. You can use those exact same thread colors, or you can pick and choose whatever you really want it to be. So instead of maybe the purple and the purple colors, maybe you want to go with reds or pinks, whatever the case may be, you could do that. Just note where you're mapping those colors. All right. So I've pulled out my thread already, and I am going to do the same colors that they have listed here. And I'm just going to click on Create. All right. And if you wanted, you could click on the plus sign and you could add additional images to this design. I won't do that. And you can also add fonts. So you could say hello if you wanted, and it would show up on the screen here. But I'm not going to add anything to this right now. All right, because it's already got words on it. And when you're done with that, click the Done button. And on the screen here, under Information is the same information we just saw. And we can click Transfer. And on the front of the machine, fresh.
I'm going to zoom out now.
Fresh.
Go ahead.
Fresh.
Oh, we got some people in the chat saying hi from UK. It's cold in the UK, they tell us.
All right. So right here in the front, it says to press the Accept button.
Okay.
So I'm just going to click on this green check mark.
Go ahead.
It actually moved the arm there.
Oh.
Okay. And I'm going to close that out. And I'm going to go ahead and click on Transfer again. Now show the app one more time. When I click on Transfer, it says at the bottom that it's sending the data to the machine. But at the top, it actually walks you through how to install the bobbin, how to prepare the hoop, and then prepare loading the thread at the top. All right. So it says the data has been sent, so I'm done. All right. So it also allows you to do a trial. I don't have my hoop loaded in the machine just yet, but you can actually do that, and it'll actually outline the area. So I'm going to come over here, and I just have a flour sack towel here, and I'm going to take my stabilizer right here, okay, and separate my hoop. I'm going to put my stabilizer down.
What is stabilizer for those who don't know?
You know, it helps give it a firm backing and allows it to stitch better.
Would you say it stabilizes?
It stabilizes the design.
That's what I say.
All right, so then I'm just going to lay my material on top, grab the top of my hoop, and snap it together. That's it. It's that easy, right? And then we're going to load this into the machine.
All right.
Okay. I'm just going to slap. This is going to be awkward for me because I'm doing it kind of backwards. But that's okay. We'll figure it out.
Trying to show everyone at home how this thing works. So
I don't have it lined up just right.
It's kind of weird.
It's awkward. This is awkward for me.
You can move it back.
Sorry, gotta move it back.
Okay. But there's two little clips back there, and they slide in there and
they do. I'm struggling. There it goes. All right. There we go. Okay. So far, so good. Can you see that?
Looks good.
So on the app, my phone closed. On the app, I'm going to click on that Do Trial Run. And I'm going to click on that check mark because it's telling me all this in the app.
Okay.
Okay, click on the check mark, and it's outlining the area which it's going to use to do this design. All right, and everything looks good. I'm going to click OK.
9:25 in England. Way
and then
past my bread time.
That's all you have to do. Basically, I've just transferred this file. We're going to embroider to this machine, and it's ready to go. But we haven't done one thing. The bobbin's already in the machine. Okay, that's
What is
easy.
a bobbin?
A thread that feeds underneath.
And do you need that?
You need that.
So it kind of matches and meshes with the bottom and ties
Right,
it all together.
but when you're embroidering, the bobbin thread doesn't need to be the same color as your thread, like when you sew.
Is it usually white?
It is white. Typically, it's white. Some people do black.
Okay.
Some people match the colors, but you don't need to do that necessarily. So we're going to take the first color in our app. We're just kind of following the rules here. It says white. So we're going to take our white embroidery thread.
All right. So you're going to try to thread this backwards?
I'm going to try. Hang on. I got my thread twisted up.
We're just going to show you the first one. She's like, I can't do that backwards.
Okay. That's okay. We'll figure it out.
Let's give it a shot.
We're going to try. I'm going to move the machine again in a second.
You're gonna show, it's so easy to thread. You can do it with your eyes closed.
It's so easy to thread. It's just an awkward angle for me to be able to get there. Okay. All right. So if I turn this a little bit, can you still see it okay?
I can see it here. I'm going to come in as close as I can.
So we've got
there's numbers on the side, I see.
There are. So we've got a little spool holder.
All right.
And I'm just
going
going
to go back here.
Flip up my spool holder here and put this little holder inside, and that holds my spool in place.
There's a name for that thing. I actually saw it yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's what it's called.
All right. And you see, you're getting smarter than me all the time.
I know. It's kind of weird.
Then
I forget what it is.
At the top here, everything is numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So I'm just going to follow the directions, go under the silver part and down to 2 and go down to 3, up under this curve. This is your tension knob.
Okay.
There are no other buttons or anything on this machine, just that tension knob. Go up to 4 and then come back down through to 5. Okay, I'm going to stop for a second so I can turn the machine again so you can see this. I'm going to try to do it. All right, then there's 6, 7, and on the back is 8 and 9. So there's this little hook. This is why I can't see it so good.
Yeah, we can't see it either.
Okay.
Good, turn it towards
There we go. All right, so now it's just kind of laying up here on 7. I'll turn the machine around again. Here's 8, which is basically cutting the thread.
Oh.
And this lever, can you focus down? Can you, is that as much as you can? I'm going to press that lever and it's going to auto thread the needle.
Whoa, what? It's going to automatically thread the needle?
Yeah, it didn't work that time. So I might not have it in here just right. We're going to try it again and then I'll have to, since I can't see so well.
Go ahead and turn it towards you.
There we go. I got it. Oops, and I unthreaded it because I pulled it out the wrong way. Hold on.
So it automatically threads the needle.
You know, back in the day.
You have to do that manually, didn't you?
You have to do it manually. Who can see that? All right. So there's my thread. Now with, I don't have it off, but with the SE2000, even with this one, I just take the thread, and it's recommended on Brother's videos, and put the thread through the hoop, through the hole on the foot.
Okay.
White on white. It's very hard to see.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Okay. That's it.
That's it. You're ready to go.
So you just kind of follow these. It was a little awkward for me since the machine is, you know, I'm trying to show you guys this. Yeah. Okay. And then the last thing you do, I'll turn it again, is once it's ready to go, just hit that green flashing button. It's like the go button, if you will.
Whoa.
And then you can press it again after it's stitched a couple stitches and cut off this extra piece and then press it again. It'll keep going. Now we started off stitching white because we're following the directions of the app. So it might be a little bit hard for you to see that, but once we switch to the colors, it should just pop for you.
All right. So is this as fast as it typically goes, or I think I've seen it go faster?
No, I think this is as fast as it goes.
And how long did it estimate this thing is going to take?
6 minutes.
Okay. Does it give you a countdown on the app?
Let me check.
Do you know how long we're going?
It tells me it's already done. It's actually 13 minutes on this design. I apologize. So it's actually counting down the time and the number of stitches. And it's got 4,200 stitches. But it really does go fairly quick.
Look at this comment.
What's that?
Thank you to our friends from England. Learned so much watching you guys. Now I can do print and cut on my Cricut Joy Extra.
Yay!
Thanks.
Awesome.
That's so
Awesome.
Cool. JK Sewing. Is JK for just kidding? I don't think it is. I think you're real now. You're a real legit crafter.
Oh, wait. See, then I want to do
Yeah.
that. I haven't done that yet. She says, I love embroidery and use my scan and cut to cut the appliques. You absolutely can do that with this machine too. And we do have the scan and cut. And I do want to get into making appliques. I have not gone down that path just yet.
Oh.
It's a great idea.
You can do that with it?
Huh?
What is an applique? Can you explain that?
An applique would be where you put fabric down and then and you stitch the edges.
You stitch onto the fabric and it's like a patch, isn't it?
It's like a patch and it stitches to the clothing. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
It's really hard for you guys to see the white, but it's actually making the outline of the...
You can see it. You can see it here. I can see it here, yeah.
Okay. It's making the outline of the glass right now. And then we're going to switch to the colors following what's on the app.
This is Make and Sit number 3. Today we're looking at the Brother Skitch PP1 embroidery machine. It's not a sewing machine. All this does is embroidery, up to 4 inches by 4 inches, or about 106 millimeters by 106 millimeters.
And it tells me on the screen here, that tells me how much time it has left to finish stitching the white, which is about 4 minutes.
Oh.
Then it switches to this dark royal, they call it royal purple. I don't really think it's purple, but
no, it tells you the colors, but
and it tells you the numbers, and you could change
it to whatever, right? Midstream if you didn't like it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
where do you get all this thread?
You want to see all my embroidery thread?
Yeah. Where'd you get all this thread?
Don't look at the mess.
Spin over here. Oh
see
my
that?
goodness! Look
so
at
we
this.
took a pegboard with some screws and some bolts here, and we made it so that I could put my embroidery thread here nice and organized.
Wow.
Right?
Look at you. You're so clever. And you have every color under the rainbow here?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I have 63 colors.
Yeah.
So I bought the 63 pack.
Is that a set? Sold as a 64 or 63?
63 set. Mm-hmm. And I'll link everything that we're using today in the comments after the show.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're not watching this live,
right.
Thank you for watching anyway. And we will put this on our YouTube stream, and you can watch this forever in perpetuity.
That's right.
So it stopped. Right. Yeah.
It stopped, and it auto cut the thread for me.
Oh.
And I am ready to just simply pull this thread off the top.
Does it cut the thread on the bottom as well?
It does.
Wow.
And then take a look at my app, and we're going to go with this one next.
So it's telling you the color, the next color.
It tells you the next color. You don't have, again, you can use whatever color you want. You don't have to use what it's saying. Just, map it so you know what's what. All right, so let's see if I can do this. Twist it again.
You go ahead and do it where it's comfortable for you.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nia. That's okay.
All right.
I just wanted to show people how simple it is to thread this thing.
It is.
With the numbered instructions on here. Look how fast she does it.
It's just a little
Again,
awkward.
you've only had this machine had it open since Saturday.
Since Saturday.
And now it's Wednesday, so it's what, 4
and we've only made
days?
a few designs.
Yeah.
I was so excited over that hat. I'm not going to lie.
First hat.
First hat ever.
You never forget your first hat.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's funny. All right, so it's all threaded and it's flashing. We're just going to let it do a couple of stitches. Then we'll stop it. We'll cut off this extra thread, start it back up, and off it goes. I will admit that I'm somewhat of a sloppy sewing crafter. There's thread all over the floor in this room.
I'm sure that's typical. So it's filling it in now? Is that what's going on?
It's filling it in. It's filling the wine glass in.
With wine?
Filling our wine up.
Make a sip. Time for
Make a
sip.
sip.
Everybody
Okay.
take a sip. Clink. So let me ask you this, Felicia.
Yep.
If I drew something or had a picture or a logo or something, would it be possible for me to get my design into something this embroidery machine could understand?
Yes, you can. And we'll do that if you'd like. I'll show you a I'll just hand draw an image, which we did in our video. I only draw one thing unless you want to draw something.
No, your thing, yeah.
And what you do is you draw it on a piece of paper, you take a picture with it on your phone, and you upload that file into the Artspire app.
Wait, Artspire does it for you?
Artspire, whatever way you want to say it, it does it for you.
Wow. What is that process called? Because I can't say the word.
Digitizing.
Digitizing.
Why can't you say digitizing?
Because it's digitization. But now, yeah.
Our logo that you did, that we you have in your shirt, we actually use Digitizing to do that, and they do great work for the complicated stuff.
So the Artspire app can do some digitizing of logos, of pictures, of hand drawings.
Yes.
How do you think it did with the hand drawings?
I think it did fairly well, actually. A friend of ours on Facebook made a good suggestion on adding additional stabilizer, and it really helped. So it finished the second color. So I'm just moving the machine so that I can see to thread it again. So we're going to take our last color, load it onto our machine, again, following the prompts. And just follow it around. The loop on 6 is probably the most challenging part, but once you get it, you're good.
Again, I want to remind you this broadcast originates on YouTube, even though I typed that incorrectly. YouTube.com/Family Units, where you can find us over there. And that's where most of our videos, including other videos that we've made on this machine, live permanently, forever. All right, so what color is this?
This is the last color. It's another shade of purple to finish off. Now this part is going to be, our wine glass is filled, ready to go.
Is it half full or half empty, Felicia?
Whatever you like. And it's half full.
Half empty? Don't make me go on my pessimist thing again.
And now it's stitching the words that go with the design.
Whoa. Why'd it stop?
It cuts the jump stitches too, because it finished one letter. Each letter is an individual little image.
What's a jump stitch?
When it makes a jump from one spot to the next, and some of the newer machines seem to all have the automatic jump stitch cutting, but in the past you'd have to trim all those jumps. It jumps from one spot to the next and then starts up again. Yeah.
So you do that after the whole thing was done, but now it does it automatically.
Yeah.
Well, these people at Brother really thought of everything, didn't they? So I'm happy that you did not have to connect.
Are you
to
keeping
Bluetooth.
up with the comments? What's that last comment? I can't see it from here.
So you could digitize a larger design and then multi-hoop the fat. Oh,
interesting.
Click them together like we do with some vinyl projects.
That's true. Why not? That's true.
That's a great idea.
True.
Excellent
Absolutely
suggestion. See, I told you Jay Kane didn't mean just kidding. Yeah, that's a great idea. Multi-hoop, meaning you sew it, piece of it on one, and then throw it back in and move it over.
Yep.
Oh, that's a great idea. There's still the time issue.
There's still a time issue. I don't know. I don't think it's too bad.
It's not. I don't think it's bad, but if you need to get a lot done really quick.
Right. Right.
You probably need to go with a professional embroidery machine. Do you think they're faster?
I don't know. It's a good question. I wonder.
Yeah. So there's a series of Brother machines. There is the SE series, right? You have the 2000?
Yes.
They had a 2100 out, but I believe it's gone already.
I saw on their website yesterday that it was discontinued. It was their Disney edition.
Oh, yeah. We bought a Disney edition something.
We did. The Brother Skitch Disney edition.
Huge excess price.
But it's a nice machine.
It is, yeah.
It's a nice machine.
It's the same as the one we had before.
And you can use the Brother Skitch with the Skitch.
Can you?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't you do that?
To do appliques?
Yes. That's what our friend was mentioning.
Do they talk to each other?
They'll talk to each other, from my understanding. I've never done it, but that's what I
heard
understand.
with the SE2000 and the Innovis series that you can actually cut patterns with the Brother Scan and Cut.
Interesting.
And then move it over to the sewing machine to finish those. Your numbers for machines are different. Oh, yeah, the English probably has different models over there because they're 220 volts as opposed to our 110. Yeah, they're probably completely different motors inside. Been doing embroidery for 20 years. Wow.
I learned something from you for sure.
I'll tell you what. Hey,
that's awesome.
If you have any suggestions, remember that we are just at the beginning, really, of our embroidery journey. So we're happy to hear any suggestions you have. We would love to hear that. Uh-oh, look who's here.
Who's here? I can't see.
Iceland Adventures in the house. They have a thriving YouTube channel, a nice little business up there in Iceland. You can ride horses in Iceland. Do you know Iceland's mostly green and Greenland's mostly ice?
Really?
Until the poles shift. And then
oh gosh, here we go.
Iceland's going to be like a desert. Welcome, Iceland Adventures, Mark and Lisa. Why would you do that? And Felicia, why wouldn't you do that? Wait, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know.
What are you talking about? Where are you going with this? All right, so we have, this is the last piece, so then you're going to.
It's stitching each one of the letters.
Okay, each one of the letters, and it knows exactly when to do what, and you don't have to tell it the order that's already done in this design.
Yeah.
What if you digitize?
The machine is doing all the heavy lifting.
If you digitize, do you have the option to change colors like you do in this?
Why not?
Interesting. You're going to show us that?
I'm going to show you how to hand draw a design.
Will you hand draw Mr. Cloudy for the people at home?
If you would like.
They love that. They love that. Oh, JK's happy to help. Awesome. And Evans just keeps laughing at us. That's pretty common. A lot of laughter here.
Evans been with us for a while.
Yeah. Evans, are you sipping anything? Tell us now in the chat, in the comments, what you're sipping
today.
Yeah, what is everybody sipping?
Oh,
I'm having Carlo Rossi, the Dave Black Special. It's delicious. It's a red blend of I don't know what. I think reject grapes. Not sure exactly what's in Carlo Rossi.
You're not having Carlo Rossi.
I am. I love Carlo Rossi.
All right, we just got a few more minutes left and we'll be done with our design.
Is it true that it's National Craft Month?
It is National Craft Month.
Well, happy National Craft Month, Felicia.
You too.
Listen, when we do our next sew out, I want to talk about the differences between the Brother SE2000 embroidery and sewing machine and the Brother PP1, just embroidery. The Skitch, it's called. SKITCH. What did you do when you broke a needle? How did that work?
You know, it was so easy. It comes with a little screw. Let me find it real quick.
Evans takes the fifth on her drink.
It comes with this little, looks like a coin. It's got a little extra piece on the top.
A little tool?
And it's a tool. And on the side over here, where there's this little black thing.
Well, don't put your finger down. There's a needle going crazy.
You just loosen that up, the needle falls out, and you put a new needle in and twist it right back up. That's all there was to it. I mean, it took a few seconds. It was easy.
Shavara Harper says, new to embroidery, so every chance to learn something, I grab it. We do too, as a matter of fact.
You know, what were we doing last week?
We're learning as well.
What were we? We were watching Brothers live.
Yeah.
On the Skitch and their new sublimation printer.
Right.
And I don't even know why we don't normally tune into those things, but we did. And I'm in here, you're over there. And the next thing I know, he says, okay, it'll be here tomorrow. And I'm going, what will be here tomorrow? He goes, the Skitch.
It's
exciting. You did not just order that thing.
I did.
And sure enough, you did. And here it is.
Oh, look how cool it is.
It looks, honestly, it looks a little like a coffee maker to me.
It does. Looks like Mr. Coffee, doesn't it?
A little bit.
I almost put water in it the other day and I woke up after too many making sips.
I guess because the controls of the buttons are on the front. I don't know. It's a super easy machine to use. I was apprehensive about the app. And
there's no screen on it.
Because there's no screen on this machine. But the app is pretty straightforward. It's been working really well for us so far.
Well, this looks very simple to use.
So we have used the app to do out-of-the-box embroidery, which is what this is, and what we did with our butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
And we've used the app to hand draw an image and have it digitize it for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a design, our logo that's on your shirt, sent to us, digitized for us by
Digitizing.
Digitizing.
Do you want to see my shirt? Let's see if I can do this myself. Ready? Dun, dun, dun. There it is. This was done on the Brother Skitch. You can see the the lines over here. Now, we didn't have those little borders on those circles. They added those for us. So they'll do little extra things for you. And they charge, it's not expensive. I think it's like $18 to do this. They took it from my drawing and put it into a digitization file that the Brother Skitch could understand.
Right,
it's done?
It's done. So I'm going to reach over here somewhere and click the lever to release the
Wait,
hoop.
there's music here. Let me see if I can find it.
And just pop off.
Wait, hold on. I've never done this before. I'm checking out Restream.
I don't know what you're doing.
Can you hear this? Can you hear it?
Do you want me to see?
Yeah, see if you can hear that. Can you hear us with it? Hello? Just this? Oh.
I don't hear it.
I hear it.
All right, so here is our finished design.
Oh, okay.
Pay attention.
Too much sip. Not enough make.
Yeah, he's got too much sip going on.
Look at that. Now that would look really cute for the wine buff,
right?
In your fan. Now, if you did this on a darker color fabric, like a bag or a dark shirt, you'd be able to see the white here.
Yeah, I should have changed that color, but I didn't.
But that's amazing. Look at that.
Pretty cool, right?
And this is your stabilizer on the back. You can
and
see
that's
it cut all
here.
this for you.
Here.
Tearaway. Show us what happens.
That's tearaway stabilizer. So when it's done, you just do exactly what the name says. You tear it away.
Whoa.
And you'll have to pick up some of those minor pieces, but
is there something called wash away stabilizer too?
There is wash away stabilizer, and you put that on the top. It really helps make
stabilize it.
It makes it helps stabilize it. It's fresh likes to say.
Okay.
So
that's my guess.
Extra little stitch here. I'm just going to cut that off.
Well, let me ask you this.
There you go.
If you have something embroidered and you're wearing like an embroidered t-shirt, does it scratch? Does the back of that scratch you when you wear it?
It does, but I think there's it can, but I think there's additional stabilizers and iron-on materials that you can put on the back.
Something that's a little softer.
Yeah.
Interesting. The machine is amazing. It really is.
Pretty simple.
Great. Too many making sips coffee machine. The machine it's remarkable. It's easy to use. Now some people say this isn't good for a beginner. What do you think of that?
I think it's good for a beginner.
I don't know what else you would use as a beginner. I think something else, because the Brother SE2000 for a beginner, you have to change the foot, don't you?
The Brother SE2000, you do have to.
It comes with a sewing foot, doesn't it? You don't have to do it.
It does. You simply pull this off.
They can't see that here.
It's in my other room, or in my drawer actually. But it comes with a separate sewing
Is
arm.
this the sewing arm?
That's the arm. That's the embroidery arm.
Okay.
And you would replace this with the sewing arm, and then you'd also have to dig out your sewing foot.
Oh, that's right.
You press to make it go.
You had to change the foot. So I think that's much more complicated. But of course, if you want to sew and embroider,
that's right.
then that might be a better choice.
I'm going to
leave that.
I'll leave that right now.
But if you just want to embroider, I don't know. I think I disagree. I think this is a great starter machine for embroidery.
You do?
I do.
Okay.
I think even I could do this.
I think you could do it.
Yeah.
I do. I really do.
And I'm a complete idiot.
I wouldn't say that.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say that.
It's cute. It's capable. I just saw you make several things. Like a day out of the box, you made something.
Yeah.
So that, like the same day you got it, same day you opened it.
Yep.
And that's amazing. You can feel this.
Have you guys seen these before?
What are they?
You can take that over to the screen.
Go ahead.
They're little holders to keep your thread in place. It's a spool hugger.
What are these things? Look at these.
Yeah. So here,
I gotta hide your eyes.
Here.
Because it tries to focus on your eyes. Look at that. Those are cool.
Here.
There's more colors?
So that's what it looks like when you put it on.
Hide your eyes. Look at that. That's genius. Well done. Where'd you find out about those?
Top tip, if that was water soluble wash away, if you spray a little water on the design, then use a scrape more stabilizer like a tissue. That's true.
Oh, so we got 20 years of sewing experience.
I'm learning.
We can learn from JK Sewing,
Yeah.
Jamila. I'll tell you what, thank you for those tips.
Absolutely.
Yeah, any other tips, feel free to type those in there.
I have to go back and read all these in a little bit.
we're considering having other people on our show too. So
We
maybe
are.
that's something you'd want to do. We can actually stream you
Right?
into one of our future
Wouldn't
streams.
that be fun?
We're
We
going to
can do that.
revisit sewing and embroidery
do that.
in a couple of weeks, probably. We're going to cycle through different types of crafts. We found that people they want to be introduced to different things before they make a purchasing decision.
Right.
Do I want to do vinyl? Do I want to do embroidery? Do I want to do dye sublimation? Do I want to do painting? There's all these really cool things we want to show you guys and all these machines that help you achieve those goals.
That's right.
So that's what we're trying to do here. Remember, we're talking about the Brother Skitch PP1, a new embroidery-only machine that embroiders up to 4 inches by 4 inches. It's available for sale. I think you can find it at Joann's and Michael's, and we bought ours on Amazon for about $499. Wait, what are you doing there? Hold on. Hold on. You can't do this. It has to be on camera. Are you doing some
You're just
artistic greatness right there?
I'm just drawing.
What are you doing?
While you talk.
What is that?
It's the only thing I know how to draw.
Wait, I think I have music for that. Hold on. Ready?
There you go. That's all I know how to draw. He's a little fuzzy guy. My kids apparently call him Mr. Cloudy.
That music's terrible.
What are you doing? Would you stop playing?
I'm trying to play the music here.
So I'm going to take my
Evan
phone.
says I use slap bracelets on vinyl.
Yes,
I have.
I have tons of that.
Yeah.
Slap bracelets for vinyl.
For vinyl.
Absolutely.
Could you use those on thread as well? They're probably too big.
No,
for thread,
I don't think they're too big. But yeah, these are just slap bracelets to keep your vinyl together. Absolutely. Another good idea is to label the slap bracelet with what type of vinyl it is, what manufacturer it's from, especially for HTV. I found the instructions are different for the different vinyls on how much time and temperature to use. So writing on the slap bracelet helps keep you help you remember.
Jamila does everything except sublimation and painting. Well, good. We can all kind of learn something new together.
Absolutely.
Cool.
It'll be fun.
We're going to do, what is next week's show?
Painting will be fun.
What are you thinking of doing next week?
I don't know. What do you want to do? Where's my list?
I think we were talking about doing vinyl cutting next week.
We were talking about doing
silhouette,
the Silhouette Cameo 5 and doing focus on HTV.
Heat transfer vinyl.
Doing flock, puff vinyl, glitter, and then just regular plain vinyl.
Interesting.
Come up with a design or something that we could do.
And maybe rhinestones.
And rhinestones.
I love rhinestones.
I know you do.
It is so cool. You can do that with a vinyl cutting machine.
I know.
And a little flock.
So I'm going to take Mr. Cloudy.
Wait a minute. Tell us about Mr. Cloudy. What is that?
It's just a little character.
You drew that?
I just hand drew it, just right here, right now. And I'm going to take a picture of it on my phone.
Really? Wait.
Somehow,
why?
some way.
Why are you taking a picture of it? Oh, you're going to try to digitize this design.
Right.
You have to let the people at home know what you're doing, Felice.
Why? That's how we were talking.
I know, but
you are chatting.
Listen,
today.
people might just drop in and they want to know, what is that Felicia doing? Because she's always up to no good.
Always. All right. So I'm going to share my phone again.
All right. So you took a picture of something you just drew by hand. Now you can take any picture you have on your phone, right?
Right.
It's going to be hard to digitize or embroider photographs, right?
Yeah, I don't know that I would do that.
It's kind of monochrome, really. You have to do things with limited color or they're just not going to turn out right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So what are you doing?
You zoomed in on there really good?
As tight as I can get.
Okay. All right. So I took a picture with my phone of my Mr. Cloudy, right? That's all I did. And then on the app in the bottom, there's My Creations. It's down here. I know it's probably hard for you to see.
My Creations.
And I'm going to click on My Creations. And you can see I've uploaded a couple of different designs here. And there is one of my Mr. Cloudies down there at the bottom. And at the top, I'm going to click on that plus sign.
There's more than one Mr. Cloudy.
Well, we did one, but we're showing a different way. I mean, we're just showing the whole process. That's all we're doing. Import external files and cancel that. And import external files is not working, Fresh.
Oh, you have to browse to your photos, or you have to move that photo. Didn't you move it from your MacBook?
Browse.
Yeah, you got to go to
on my
phone.
Oh, how did I get them up there before?
Wait.
Add.
Import X. Isn't there a way to go to your photos? You put plus up there?
New image to embroider. Okay, I got myself all twisted.
Okay.
Because I knew where my Mr. Cloudy was.
Oh.
So I clicked on the bottom new. Then the bottom option here is image to embroidery.
Wait, there's a little crown next to that. That means you can only do this with the pro version, right? Which is
yes,
$12.99 a month.
$12.99 a month, which is why we signed up for the 1 month free trial.
Right. Okay.
So we're going to use our 4x4 hoop. And we're going to go to camera roll.
There you go.
And we're going to select our Mr. Cloudy guy. He's going to come in. Now, he's got that
That's okay.
I didn't take a good picture of it.
Let's see what it can do.
All right, so we'll go ahead and select digitizing. We're going to knock the number of colors down to 2. And we're going to remove that background and see what happens to him.
Let's let the AI jump in.
Preview it.
Preview, right? I think with the free version, you can get to...
You can get this far, but you can't go any further.
Right, you can't send it to the machine.
All right,
can you crop it?
So it didn't remove my background.
Oh, you can zoom, I think, on the bottom.
But it didn't, no, it's not removing my background very well.
Wait, hit remove background again and then move that slider. Oh, you want to go there to the left. All right, click on preview. Let's see what it does. I think you can crop.
Here, this way?
No, go to the left.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had it all the way to the left.
Yeah.
But I don't want that because I don't want all that white.
Let's see what it looks like. Go ahead and preview. These are the kind of problems you're going to run into when you try to digitize.
Well, we've done it once, right?
There it is.
Okay.
So you have 2 colors. So you have the black outline plus whatever you're going to color the inside.
You're right.
with.
And I'll click on done.
Now, can we crop from here? Oh, you can. Look. Or is it size? I don't know. It looks like it's the whole deal here.
It's the whole deal. And I'm worried.
Conversion.
So I'm just going to say done, and I'm not going to save this guy. And we're going to look at information. And it's only going to do Mr. Cloudy. It's only going to do the dark gray border. I don't think it's going to do that top.
No, it might do the top.
I don't think it's going to
show the top.
So we'll start over.
Actually, edit the picture.
Discard.
I'll go back to your photos and edit the picture, right?
Right.
Let's go ahead and crop it there.
Edit.
There you go.
Crop.
So you can do this on any Android or, whoa.
I didn't mean to do that.
Just crop in the image. That's it. And you can do this again on any
And I should have done that before. I do remember doing that the other day. We've only done that. Again, we've had this machine.
So you don't want to give
Saturday.
You don't want to give Artspire any more than it needs.
Right.
Okay.
So
make it easy for it.
All right. Back into Artspire. Back on image to embroidery. 4x4 hoop.
Uh-oh. We locked up on our thing up there.
What happened?
It's locked up.
What happened?
You got to disconnect and connect again.
Okay.
That's an iPhone problem. It's not a Artspire problem. There's one nuts. There you
come back?
Yeah.
All right, we're back?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that again. So from the screen, we're going to click on image to embroidery.
It is a miracle you can do
4x4 hoop. We're going to go to our camera roll. We're going to bring in our guy.
There we
go. Digitizing. Thank you. Number of colors. I only want 2.
So the inside.
I'm going to remove that background and preview it.
You have 3 colors.
Oops.
Okay. So this is going to show you what it's going to look like in your sew out, right?
Right. I'm going to cancel that and do 2 colors and preview it again.
Transformation in progress. Please wait a moment. It'd be cool if it had an announcer voice, wouldn't it? It looks like it's going to stitch the back as well, doesn't it?
It does. Why does it do that?
I don't know. Let's see what she comes out with. You might have to do some more editing.
There it is.
There you go. You nailed it. All
Okay.
right, so I see gray in the background there. Suppose I didn't want gray. I wanted pink or green.
You can make it anything you want.
How?
Just put your colors in. So we're going to go ahead and say done. I'm not going to save this guy. Information here. It's showing me that there's a silver and an olive green. That's how it translated it. Okay.
See.
But I don't have to use silver and olive green. I can use any colors I want.
Well, can I get a preview of what it looks like here?
No, I can't figure out.
Can.
I have not figured out a way to change the colors.
Touch it.
No.
I did it.
I didn't. I can't.
How'd you do it on the family unit?
Family unit. I just digitized whatever. I stitched whatever colors I wanted. As long as the jump is there, it stopped.
Wait a minute. Click done and then go back.
Where do you want me to
Where's
go?
layout? Let me see this because I did this. I actually did
No,
this.
it's going to
I was
do
able
the.
change
It's going to do the thing on the.
Oh yeah, we don't want to do that.
No, that you were doing something different. You were in a different area of the app.
Can I edit from here?
You cannot.
If I change my mind, can I go back?
What do you want to do? You're confusing me.
I actually had. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone. I'm gonna show you exactly what I did. I was able to change that color in the middle of my own digitized design in the free version. But I get what you're saying. Okay, so it chose these colors. When it showed you those colors, I was able to change it.
I'm not
going to.
I haven't figured out how to do it just yet. So we're just going to go ahead and go with. You want to grab a couple colors? You want me to just go with colors I have here on my desk?
Well, the colors you have on your desk are kind of dark.
So you want to do that because
I'm
it's
going
white
to pick
fabric?
a color for you.
Okay. Pick a
you
couple.
Have white fabric. You're going to do the black. You have a black up there?
I have a dark. Yeah, I have a dark.
All right. Let me pick. I don't know what yellow. What wouldn't you use normally?
Whatever you want.
Gold?
Just pick something.
Is this like gold?
Oh
let's try gold.
Okay, let's try gold.
Look at that gold thread. Is this made of real gold?
You can be exhausting
Here's
at times.
gold.
You know that?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let me zoom out. Right now I have your face in there.
Wait, what's the outline color and what's the interior color?
The outline color is going to be dark.
This?
Yeah. And the interior color is going to be gold.
Color?
That's not gold. That's pink in your hand.
This is gold.
Oh, okay. I saw pink. I don't know
okay. I was going to.
You don't like gold?
I was going to do green, but okay.
Okay.
I'll do whatever you want.
No. Green?
No.
Look, it's your cloudy. It can be whatever color. You want a light green or like a vibrant like this?
I have a green.
This green?
Whatever you want.
That's too dark.
Okay.
You need contrast. All right. We got a green.
I'm exhausted. All right. So we're going to hoop our material again.
Go ahead. Look, it's my job as producer to make this as interesting and as difficult as possible.
Difficult being the key word. I love being under fire.
Lou Rao has some comments here.
Okay.
Let's see what's going on. It says, after doing the Merlot with wine glass, you can see how poorly PP1 tension is. The bobbin is showing on the top like too many PP owners with tension issues. I returned it. That's interesting.
It's not, it's not that the bobbin is showing on the top here. It's the design is not full.
Huh?
If you look at the design closely, you can see that it's not a full design. Can you see? Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's not,
it's not completely full, right?
Right. It's not that the bobbin thread was pulling to the top. But to your point, I'm not going to disagree with that because my first project, hang on one second.
So I'm not sure what
my first
tension
project
is. Hey, Ellen, thanks for checking in.
My first project looked like this.
Oh.
And it's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like this.
Oh.
So it was pulling the bobbin thread up.
So you adjusted the tension?
So I played with the tension for a little while and I still couldn't get it right. So what I did was, I have no idea. All right. I went over to my SE2000. I got that bobbin thread. It is actually a different bobbin thread.
Oh.
Then what what came with the Skitch was two already filled bobbin threads. And so I messed with the tension. I couldn't get it right. Then I changed to the SE2000 bobbin thread that I had in my other machine, and it stitched perfect. So then that one said, Fresh said, well, we need to do a test, right? With the two bobbin threads that came with the machine, is it truly the bobbin thread that's the problem?
That's what we thought.
That's what we thought.
My theory.
Right. So the first one that I did that failed here stitched fine.
And the second one?
And the second one, the second bobbin that came with the unit, stitched fine too. Perfect. No,
so,
no.
Do you think
bobbin
it was a
thread
tension adjustment, or?
I just don't know.
Hard to tell, right?
Because once I put my SE2000 bobbin in here, it stitched fine, and I never once touched a tension again. And I've had some good results. So I don't know.
Right, so it's possible there could be some kind of tension problem with this.
It could be. Could be.
Do you think there's something they can fix in firmware, or is that just the hardware that it is what it is?
I'm not sure.
That's a good point. Good point.
It is.
Lou, thank you for chiming in with that.
Absolutely.
Lou, what are you using for embroidery? What machine do you recommend? And do you recommend this machine for a beginner? We have a lot of beginners. I mean, we're just a step above beginners ourselves. So
that's right.
maybe this is not the best machine for beginners. And we don't know that.
You know what? My daughter got one.
She got the Brother what?
She asked me, she goes, Mom, I want to make my own stuff. I want to make my own curtains and whatnot. And I said, okay. She goes, which machine should I get? So I told her about my SE2000 and she's like, oh, I can't afford that. I said, okay, well, do you want to do embroidery and sewing? And she goes, yeah, I do. I said, okay, well then try taking a look at the specs on the, was it the PE700?
Mm-hmm.
So she did, and she bought it and she loves it. And it's got the LCD screen on the machine, and she can use the app with it as well.
Jamila says, I find the top thread makes a difference, and most older Brother machines have a thread they like. And that's probably true. Maybe there's a certain weight that they work better with.
Maybe, yeah.
Those are very, very valid points. And if you have any points, I mean, good or bad,
absolutely,
let us know, because we don't know.
We
really don't know.
Right? We've had this machine for just a couple of days.
Like, I'm amazed it does as well as it does for that $500 price point. But maybe there's another machine out there that we're not aware of that's even better, maybe easier to use. And let us know that if you have any recommendations.
Moving it while it's doing it.
All right, cool. It doesn't care?
Apparently not.
Could you mount this thing?
I didn't do something right.
Go ahead.
I didn't add an extra layer of embroidery. Stabilizer.
Okay.
So we're just gonna go ahead and do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll
show you the delta.
Okay. What was I gonna ask?
I don't know.
I forgot. I lost it. I have so many questions for you, Felicia.
He has so many questions all the time.
I like to ask questions. I'm like a 6-year-old.
He does.
Thank you for joining us. This is the Brother Skitch demonstration, the PP1. We're hoping that the PP2, I can't say that without laughing. I hope it comes out a little easier with a better tension, maybe, the PP2. 2 types of Brother bobbin threads, a white bobbin or a gray. What? Did you know this?
What's that? I can't see the I can't see comments. I can't.
A white bobbin label or a green one. It should tell you in the manual which to use.
Interesting.
Did not know that. There's a green bobbin?
I didn't know.
Oh, green label.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Is there a difference for what you would use one over the other? Is one different for, I don't know.
You're asking JK that question.
Yeah.
Stacy Jones says, hey guys, I'm curious if they could expand the hoop size up 1 notch. You mean the 4x4 going up to a 5x5 maybe? That's a no at this point in time anyway.
Not in this machine.
But you can go down. You know, if they made this hoop in a 5x5, why couldn't you? Do they make a hoop in a 5x5? We have a hoop in a 3x.
I think I looked at the description on their website and it said they only go to 4x4 with this machine.
We did buy the 3x3 hoop and it works great with this machine.
Yeah. You go smaller, you just can't go up, I think.
And you read that on the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the other Brother combination sewing and embroidery machines will do up to 5x7. The SE series will do 5x7, and there's some of the Innovis series will go up 5x12, you said, right?
Yes. That's what I read.
don't know if you really want to embroider that big. I mean, why would you, like, if you were doing pillows or something?
Maybe.
Or quilts?
I've seen people do big signs for walls or big designs for walls.
Maybe
Remember we saw that when we went to the big box store? I think we were at Joann's. And we were looking at the machines, and you were looking at the Viking for $15,000, and we walked away quickly, if you remember.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I forget what the brand names are. Joann's Fabrics. Brother 2000 is an awesome embroidery and sewing machine. We love that. You don't use it much, do you? But the tension with the PP1 is a known issue. I have seen some complaints about that. So that is interesting. So it's taking some time. That is, again, one of the downsides.
It is taking some time. Now, we don't have to sit here and watch this full thing stitch out. I can show you what happens.
I want to see what happens.
Sure.
Wait, does it do the...
It's going to fill all that green in. It's a 14-minute stitch.
Does it start flying faster at some point?
Yeah, it's going to when it starts doing the other way.
You see how the speed changes? That's interesting. So Lou, if you're still there, let me ask you, the tension issue, how is that going to affect whatever we're sewing out here? Is it going to make it look kind of not as complete, or what kind of issues would we look for if we have a tension issue? That's what the deal is. But then you have the other one that looked great.
The bobbin thread's showing through on that one. This one, the bobbin thread's not.
Look at the back here. There's a lot of bobbin thread. And this one, but this one looks great. I mean, in my opinion, this looks like a professional sew out, like something you'd find in a store. So if you adjust, can't you just adjust the attention?
Sometimes I like to adjust your attention.
Hey, now. Oh, it says that the tension will work for a time and then it won't work. It's a hit or miss even when changing bobbin threads. Now, you did find that when you went through that first bobbin thread.
I did.
And then you had to adjust it, find the right tension.
I did.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But and I tried and I couldn't get it to do anything different with that design.
Yeah.
And then I changed the bobbin thread out, and all of a sudden it started working. No other changes to tension. And then I put the original thread that caused me a problem back in, and it no longer was causing a problem. I don't get it.
Interesting.
I didn't do anything else to the machine. We're kind of methodical when we do these things. But then I stitched out these two examples, and this is the first bobbin I originally used, no issues. And this is the second one.
Has your daughter had any issues with her 700, her brother SE 700?
Not that I know that she hasn't mentioned anything to me.
Yeah.
No, she loves that machine.
Interesting. So there are some options here. There are some, well, it's a new machine, so there's going to be some.
Were there some other things here you had written down that you were going to discuss?
I have a whole bunch of stuff here.
Go
Again, next week we're going to talk about heat transfer vinyl, and my head is cut off. I need to go a little higher. A little higher. Hold on. If you haven't guessed, we're doing this whole thing by ourselves. Did you see the frame on our frame TV?
Chuck, Lou is waiting for the PP2.
I hope it comes out okay for you too. This is a Deco TV frame in antique silver. This is a Samsung frame TV. So thank you to our friends at Deco TV for providing this beautiful. This frame just clips on. It's magnetic. You can actually take this off and replace it, but it looks like a piece of art hanging on the wall. So thank you to our friends at Deco TV frames. Next week, we're going to talk about the Silhouette Cameo 5.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And we're going to do some heat transfer vinyl from Tech Wrap. And we're going to do some puff vinyl. I'm not sure who the manufacturer is. We'll talk about that next week. We're going to try flock, iron-on flock. That's my favorite because it looks actually almost like embroidery if you're looking at it from far away. It actually has depth and texture. Puff vinyl does too, but there's something about the flock. It just looks amazing. This is actually a hat that, thank you, that you made with iron-on flock. Is that the right word?
Yep.
Look at that. It almost looks like embroidery. It's got some texture. It's got some depth. It feels kind of like felt. So that's pretty cool. So that's all happening next week. And if I can con Felicia into it, and you can help us in your comments by saying, please, Felicia, do rhinestones, please.
Don't you want to do that as a separate show?
No, I love rhinestones, but we'll see if we can squeeze it in next week. I can't promise that we'll do that, but we'll try to get
We will try.
Rhinestones, because that's one of the few things that the Silhouette Cameo 5 does better than any machine. Better than Cricut, better than, well,
No.
Brother has a kit.
Brother has a kit.
Brother has
that's what we're going to use.
We're actually going to use the Brother.
That's
so
right.
between Brother and Silhouette, probably the two
That's
best
right.
things for working with rhinestones. And some intricate rhinestone patterns. Those are really cool.
Lou, I have to agree. I didn't think the tension knob did anything for me either. I don't know.
Think
that
it's luck?
I think it was just luck. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, you did learn that from somebody on a Facebook board that more stabilizer.
Okay, so that's what we're going to show
Can
and
help.
talk about. You want to do that now, or you want to wait till he's done?
Let's wait till he's done and see
Okay.
what it looks like. All right. Do you have an Etsy store?
I do.
And where is that Etsy store? Can you send the link to it? You don't have any
Oh.
embroidery stuff there, but you do
I do
some
not.
vinyl and some other wood
Yeah.
projects.
Yeah.
We're going to circle back to our laser cutters. We have two laser cutters. We have an X-Tool M1 and a We Create Vision. We are investigating picking up a CO2 laser that does much thicker things and can cut clear acrylic. And we are narrowing down our decision on which one we're going to pick up. Could be an Aeon. It could be an Epilogue. It could be
On tech.
Omtech, or it could be
X-Tool?
the X-Tool P2. So we're talking to each one of those vendors and trying to decide which one. If you have any experience in that, let us know.
I was really shocked to hear that
Aeon
is local
in our
town.
town. It's actually here. I had no idea they were here.
I had no idea.
About 15 minutes from here. So they have a workshop and a warehouse where you can actually compare some of the laser cutters and engravers against each other. So if we get to do that, we've asked them if we can come over and film. We'll share that on this YouTube.
Absolutely. Wouldn't that be nice?
Family Unit YouTube channel.
We haven't heard back from them yet, have we?
Not yet. No, I just sent it right before this show. All right, so we're going to do that. And we have a whole bunch of other stuff. We're going to do painting. We're going to circle back to our laser cutters. We're going to do some dye sublimation. And our painting show's coming up too, where I'm actually going to paint Felicia, body paint. And then we're going to go to Key West and run around with nothing but paint on. Do you know they do that in something called Fantasy Fest?
Fantasy Fest in October.
Have you ever done that?
No.
Last year?
No.
What did you dress up as?
No.
You haven't done it?
Never done that.
All right. Well, also, we have an Amazon shop. You know, we can put that link in there too. We are official Amazon influencers, which means we get a little cut. If you buy something from our Amazon shop, we get a little commission on the back end, which helps support this and all our crazy stuff and lets us buy crazy machines like this and share them with you.
Lou, you just got the We Create.
Oh, I love the We Create. Did you know they're coming out with an infrared head? You can change that diode laser head for infrared, which lets you do a few more metals. And
that's really cool.
So that's coming out soon.
We love the We Create.
Yeah, that's neat. The automatic riser is really cool.
So nice.
Machine. Maybe we'll circle back. We actually did a live on that, our first make and sit. Yeah. We made a puzzle.
We made puzzles.
Out of wood.
And we put them in a jar to make
a little picture on the top of it with our laser printer, and it was pretty cool. So circle, that's still on our channel as well. So that's a neat machine. All right, the SE2000 or Brothers sewing and embroidery machines versus this. So we know that the SE2000 has a screen on it. Right. The Skitch PP1 does not. It does not have any included accessory fee because you don't need to change anything because it's always embroidery, right?
That's right.
Needle threading system, automatic on both?
Yes.
Quick set bobbin? Yes?
Yes.
Wireless enabled?
Yes.
Well, it has to be. There's no screen on it.
That's right. I mean,
hey, Skitch PP1, make me some embroidery. It's not going to work. Is it voice activated?
It's not.
It is not. How about an automatic thread cutter?
Yes.
Okay. And what does it weigh here? PP1's 25 pounds. The SE2000, 38 pounds. That's it. Well, wait, it's 20 pounds. So the SE2000 is 20 pounds. The PP1 is 4 pounds lighter, 16.6. I don't know how many kilograms that is. I failed you. Maximum embroidery on the SE2000, again, 5 by 7 inches. This one's 4 by 4 tops out at.
Right.
Big enough for most things, for shirts, for hats. You're going to have enough space to do up to 4 by 4. Usually smaller is better on shirts.
Or do like the suggestion earlier and piece it together.
Piece it together like we do with vinyl. It's a great idea. Absolutely great idea.
I didn't think about that, to be honest.
Maximum embroidery speed 400. What does that mean? 400 SPM. Is that stitches per minute? Per microsecond? Per stitches per minute?
I guess so.
Does England use the same time as we do? They use minutes or kilominutes? She's totally not paying attention. All right, so that is all I can think of between the SE2000, just the SE2000 sews, and this one does not. You might be thinking to yourself, so what? You know what I'm saying? You see what I did there?
It's all day, every day like this.
Now look, there's some kind of weird thing. It says 1/2/25-year limited warranty. Is it true there's a 25-year limited warranty on some parts of this machine?
Yep.
What's the 1/2 for?
I don't know the answer to that. I knew you were going to ask questions that I wouldn't know the answer to, by the way.
Maybe somebody out there knows. What's the 25 warranty? 25-year. That's a very generous warranty.
We had it on our previous machines.
Stand behind this stuff.
Oops.
All right. So next week, heat transfer vinyl. So make sure you're here every Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific, and like 9 England time. What time is it in Hawaii now? It's 6 hours before. It's like 11 a.m. out. 11:30. All right, so what are you doing now?
I'm not sure what time it is. Just doing the next color.
Oh, there's another color. Oh, the black.
Yeah.
All right, so does this have extra stuff stabilizer?
It does not have the extra stabilizer.
So
I
we're going to
forgot
learn
to put
something
the extra
here.
Stabilizer, and we'll just kind of learn why.
Okay.
So we
Do you have samples?
I do.
How long is this going to take? Is it telling you in your app how long? Much longer? Because it's sip time. It's paint and sip. Make and sip. Make and sip. Actually, we're going to have a paint and sip.
We are going to do a paint and sip.
So every Wednesday,
What
make
kind
sure
of
you have your
painting are we
favorite
going to do?
beverage. We're going to do body painting for Fantasy Fest. I'm going to paint Felicia, and she's agreed to model nude for us. Is that true? Oh, wait, you didn't get that memo? I gave it to you earlier. I sent you an email.
It's a hard pass, bro.
But you won't be able to see anything because it's covered with paint, like really thick paint. You won't even know you're not wearing anything.
You got me all choked up now.
All right, so we're going to paint some canvas. What kind of paints are we going to use? We're going to use paint pens. You have really cool paint pens, right?
Paint pens.
It's like I'm not even here.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with everything.
Diamond painting?
Okay, we have to get that because I have not done it. That sounds like a lot of fun to me.
Pour painting?
Have you all done pour painting before?
I've never done it.
We've played with it. We have played with it one time.
And Bob Ross will be here to kind of guide you through this whole thing. Fake Bob Ross will be here. I
totally forgot Bob Ross would be here. We're going to bring up the easel and everything.
Bob Ross will be here to guide you through this painting show, and that's going to happen. So make sure you.
We should. Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to have to.
Do you know Bob Ross is a ghost? But this house is haunted. So every other night, Bob Ross comes by and he's like, "Oh, we're going to paint this. Yeah. Oh, there's no such thing as happy little accidents." And do you don't hear him?
I know. No.
Maybe it's my meds. Maybe it's this stuff. I'm going to have some more of that. What's going on? I got to catch up on the comments here. We got Tired Seeing We Create Unboxing on YouTube. Can't wait to see what you guys can do with Cutter. Yeah, they're fun. Set an alarm. Oh, set an alarm. 25 warranties just for the motor. I see. Body painting. Evans is already done. So we'd have Evans on the show doing diamond painting. Yes. We've never done that.
I have never done it.
Maybe we'll just paint the house.
You know, diamond painting isn't really painting with paint.
I know.
Okay. I'm just making sure you know.
So Jamila's cats are demanding food.
Oh, yeah, I got to attend to that for sure. Ours is going to get fussy here in anytime. Are you done with the papers?
I am done with that. Why? You need
you want
that
to bring
anymore?
her up?
Huh?
You want to bring her up?
No.
Okay.
I don't even like dogs. You want to come see?
Show everybody our Fluffy.
All right, come here.
Oh, there she is. Hey, Emma.
Oh, don't sew yourself.
Sit down.
This is Emma.
Nobody wants to see
We
this
made
guy.
her. She's a robot dog.
Come over there. Stay.
With AI. Don't get sewn. She never looks at the camera. That's
Mama,
the problem.
Come here. Oh, she's done.
She's gone. She's like a giant cat. Very strange dog. Now watch. Move the camera so it'll turn away.
Emma.
She's half pit bull, half Rottweiler. Special breed, a little small. She was the runt of the family. She just thinks she's a pit bull. I don't know. It seems like it's coming out pretty good.
I think it's coming out fairly well.
It is actually. The border is pretty tight along with the filling. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
The filling?
The filling. We'll go with that. Technical terminology.
What do you call it?
It's fill.
Fill? I like to call it filling because it reminds me of Thanksgiving and I'm really hungry. Why do we do this around dinner all the time?
We used to do our Amazon Lives that way too.
Yeah, well, we used to cook on our
We
Amazon
did.
Live.
We
So
used
we
to
had a
cook.
meal. All right, we got to go.
I thought we were going to do that. I thought we were going to bring the Instant Pot up
We
and
are.
start dinner as we were
All
doing
right,
this.
next time we do one of these lives, we will do dinner and sip and make. Make,
Wow,
sip,
that's a
and
lot.
cook.
That's a lot.
MSC. What do you think?
MSC.
MSC. I want to take a cruise. Also, we have a cruise channel. Look up Lido Deck Diaries on YouTube. Again, this whole thing originates on YouTube. You go to youtube.com/ and the little @ family unit. Can you type in there? Does it respond to everybody?
Family unit? Is that what you want me to type?
Oh, wait. That's just going to family unit. That's not good. You're just on YouTube?
Yep.
Yeah, so people on YouTube, they are already there. If you're watching us on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, wherever we are, with all the 12-year-olds on TikTok, you can go to YouTube where this originates and find all our old lives. as well as all your how-tos and unboxing. But we hate unboxings, don't we? We like to demonstrate.
He
show
does
these people
not
what
like.
they
He
do.
does not. He's not a fan of.
It's
unboxings.
boring taking things out of the box, right? I mean,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
You take it out of. Ooh, I'll take it out of the box.
Show me what it does.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
jump into it like something like this. Is it almost done?
And we did jump right into this. You literally ran up the stairs with this thing. You were more excited about it than I was.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it's an embroidery machine. Embroidery is high class.
Emma, no.
I do love this. Uh-oh.
She saw a bird.
Hang on. We have a bird alert. She's a
Bird alert.
official bird dog. She's getting ready to attack. That's her attack face.
Emma,
In case
sit
you're not
down.
familiar with it. All right. Come here, big dog. She sees the Amazon lady. She thinks she has something. So we're almost done?
We're almost done. We're almost done.
Why don't you show us,
Why don't we show
put
what I
over
did?
here what you've done before and explain the difference in
Okay.
flock.
What? In flock?
In the flock.
What the heck are you talking
I mean
about?
stabilizer.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just
yeah.
throwing out words.
All right, so this is the very first Mr. Cloudy that I did, right? I drew it on a piece of paper, did the exact same process we're doing right now. But you can see there's a lot of white space in the design. Again, I did exactly the same thing I did today. The way I drew it, the way I took the picture, the way I chose the fill, everything. No difference, but it had a lot of white. I only had one piece of stabilizer behind.
All right.
So on the Facebook group that I'm on for this, somebody more experienced than me had a great suggestion to add more stabilizer.
Ooh.
So I have a piece of tearaway stabilizer along with a piece of no mesh stabilizer. And I was able to get a better result the second time I did it. It's not 100% perfect, but
Again, for something that was digitized in an app for free, this is amazing. Now you can buy professional digitization services by a company like Digitizing.
Yeah.
They do a great job. It's phenomenal and it's
Yeah.
almost always perfect. But for something that does it for free from a photograph with no user intervention, this is amazing. When you go to a professional digitizer, they
Right.
can adjust it. They actually have image editing tools. So they can go in and make things thicker. They can draw lines around things. They can do fill and color correction. But here is just, all you're doing is taking a picture and adding some colors. That's amazing. And the one you're making right now, actually, it looks like it's coming out pretty good.
it's actually coming out very well. I only have the one layer of stabilizer behind.
Huh. Maybe it's a tension issue.
And well, that's what JK is saying.
Maybe it is.
So we might have to play some more with the tension.
Bye, Lou. Thanks for coming out. The white is thread tension. Oh, that white is thread tension. That's what it is. It might be thread tension and not
there's- I don't
stabilization.
think
This
there's-
one here.
Let me see that one. I don't think there's any stitching where that white is.
Yeah.
No, there's not. It's just the material behind. Now I can see some thread tension in the brown one where it has some lines in there.
Some threads don't like to lay sideways. They like to stand up as they use it. That's a
That's
possibility too,
interesting.
right?
You mean up here on the top? That's interesting.
Oh, really? Like,
Is that
you
what
mean like this? You're talking about the thread up here
up
or
here?
the thread when it's sewn? Well, maybe it does want to be on top. There's all kinds of little things here we don't know. Hey, Mia's on Facebook. Hey, Mia. What's up?
Hey,
Thanks for
Mia.
jumping in.
Thanks for joining us.
Again, we're originating here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and you will see all our crazy stuff there, all the unboxings, all our demonstrations. They may not be on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, but they're definitely all on YouTube. And I can put that here, can I? Where is it?
So you can use a thread stand with the machine? I've never heard of that. Learning so much here today. We are.
Yeah, well, we're just a stitch over beginners.
Just
Get it? A
over?
stitch? A sketch over?
Interesting. I'm going to have to look into that.
To channel.
All right, this is almost done. Did you have anything else you wanted to share? Fresh?
I'm going to share the YouTube channel here
Uh-huh.
so everybody knows. Ah, what happened? Oh. so everybody knows where all our stuff is. It's really the repository of all the crafting videos you've ever done. And again, you'll find HTV vinyl, you'll find dye sublimation there. You will find sewing and embroidery.
And tomorrow, I'm going to do some testing. I'm not going to say what the testing is.
Uh-oh.
It's a
Surprise
secret. It's a surprise secret.
Okay.
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but it does have to do with a Locklet crafter cutting machine. That's all I'm going to say about it. And if it works, I will
share it to the world.
Share it with the world.
Yeah. All right, that's cool.
It could be a game changer for them. They're kind of new in the market with crafting machines. Cutting vinyl and HTV is working out great for it. Having cardstock was working great for me. But some people are experiencing a lot of problems with their print and cut feature. So I'm going to do a little experimenting tomorrow.
All right.
And maybe, just maybe, we'll have some good results. I want to say I have high hopes, but
well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Remember, next week, heat transfer vinyl, flock,
This is almost
potentially rhinestones. Who knows? We'll see if we can talk her into it.
Yes.
Puff vinyl, all kinds of stuff happening next week with the Silhouette Cameo 5. And we're done. How's it look? How's it look?
It's got the white space around it like
Does it?
Yeah.
It doesn't look terrible. So that is a digitized design. It is something she just drew here. She took a picture of it with her phone, imported it into the Artspire app, and then sewed it out within minutes. That looks pretty good, actually.
How cool is that?
That's
I think that's
amazing.
pretty cool, personally.
All you do is draw the outline, and you can fill it with whatever you want.
Exactly. I didn't color that in.
The software removed the background
Yep.
almost seamlessly. You did have to crop it in the photo,
Yes,
but that
in the
looks
photo.
really good.
There we go.
All right, let's look at the three of these together here. These down here. So this was your first one.
This purple was my first.
All right, this is the first time we had a little bit of white around the outside. It could be because of tension, or it could be because of the stabilizer. Figure out what's what. This is the second time. This is with extra stabilizers. A little bit of white around the side, but this looks pretty good. It's a little bit of a strange stitch up here, but it's pretty full. And this is the one she just did today. There's a little bit of white on the top there. And he said that could be attributed to not enough stabilizer, inadequate stabilizer.
That's correct. Our friend on Facebook suggested additional stabilizer. So I think that is part of the reason why we got so much white.
But let me be honest. Something right out of the app, that's amazing.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I'll show you my shirt again.
Yep.
Take a look at my shirt, which you did sew out. And this was digitized by Digitizing.
Right.
This is a professional digitization company. And they charged me about $18 for this. Although if you use one of our links, I think you can save 25% or 50% for first timers. And we'll put the link in our video too. But that's amazing, isn't it? They put these little loops around. They actually go in and they fix my designs. And they make them look really good so they pop an embroidery. And this is pretty amazing. And it's on a black hoodie by Circle Clothing. Thank you to our friends at Circle Clothing.
That's right.
All right. Are we done? Are we out of here? We had enough? Have you guys had enough of us?
We're done.
Yeah?
That's everything.
Well, thank you for joining us again for Make and Sip. Do I have any more to sip, or I'm out?
You're out. I'm out.
Are you kidding me?
I just finished my water.
Dude.
You're over there.
It happens every Wednesday right here on these channels. We're going to do it on all the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch for a couple more weeks, and then we're going to move everything just to the YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to us on youtube.com/@familyunit for all these videos, these live Make and Sips every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific, and I think it was 11 Hawaii time and 9 p.m. England.
Yep, when we started, yeah.
Thanks for your comments, and it was great meeting you people from all over the world. Thank you for your tips too, and we're all learning together. It's awesome. It's awesome. A lot of fun.
I like it.
All right, kids, we're going to get out of here and find something to eat. I hear Felicia's belly rumbling, and she gets kind of hangry. So we will see you guys all next week. We're all have videos coming out during this week, right? Some of the stuff you're working with.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to bring you out with the most beautiful song I've ever heard. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Thanks again for watching. See you all next week.
Bye, Felicia.
This is the Fresh and Felicia Show.